Okay, it is time to winterize the farm. So I'm just going to show a little bit of an update about what's going on here. All these plants are going to go in the greenhouse, but I wanted to show kind of where they're at. So this cherry tomato plant is actually still producing tomatoes. As you can see, it's slowly withering away, but there's still a few tomatoes on it. I thought that was kind of interesting. The pepperoncini pepper plant is completely done. And let me just show this sago. So all this stuff's doing good still, but it's going to go in the greenhouse so that this stuff can come back next year. This aloe produced a lot of offspring. And what we're going to also do is I'm going to take these jars and I'm going to put the seeds that I've been saving in those. So I've got some pepperoncini stuff that I've been letting dry out here. I've got some more over there. I have, here's a tomato that I'll let dry out with its seeds. Here's those other pepperoncinis, and just put them all together here. And I'm going to put those seeds in these jars to use for next growing season. So that's on the to-do list. And then I need to put the tarp up, the covering over the aviary up here. I've been putting the heat lamps on at night, but it's really time now. It's going to start dropping even more in temperature, so I need to go ahead and get that up. And there's not a lot to do in the flight cage. We're doing things a little bit differently this year with the flight cage when it comes to winterizing. There's going to be a main heat lamp in the coop itself, but we're not going to put heat lamps in all the outdoor cages like we did last year. We're just going to do it a little differently. So the main thing we're going to do is get the stuff in the greenhouse, cover this aviary, and save those seeds. Alright, let's go in the greenhouse here. Set this stuff up. Also got some other things in here that's been drying since mid-bloom. So this is dill that I saved, and then this is cilantro right here. Got a few pieces of that. Another piece here. And then this is the other tomato, so I need to get the seeds out of that. That's all the stuff that I've dried. product. Got everything packed in here. You know, I'd like to do some shelves. I hung one there just to kind of have one up at chest level, but I'd like to put some shelves in here, make this a little bit easier to get in and out of. But for now, this is going to work just fine. These are should do totally fine this winter in here. If there is an issue, I can throw a heat lamp in here or even a heater, but I think it'll be okay. Most of this stuff is kind of cold hardy anyway. I mean, it's not great, but it does okay in the cold if you're mindful of it. So we'll see what happens with this. All right, the next thing I need to do is get this aviary covered, which I have a video from last year doing this, but might as well put it on here. So here's the cover for it. We got out of the shed yesterday, right there. So let me get that covered next. Okay, I've got that cover up now, so they are covered for the winter. Got some extra Pharaoh quill in there that are for sale. So they're spending their time with our tuxedos. You know, things like doves and chickens do, pigeons and all that do pretty well in the wintertime. This is kind of just a protection, an extra measure. However, the parakeets, a little bit more of a tropical bird, so they need a little bit more protection, so they'll do good having that cover over there. And we've got the heat lamps all put back in, so this should be good to go. And the only other thing I'm going to do as far as winterizing is when it starts to get really cold, we'll plug in these reptile heaters on the buckets like we did last year to keep those from freezing. There's one on this one and there's one in the flight cage. And the only other thing I'll do is in the flight cage, we'll have one heat lamp in the coop. And that's it.